Hi everybody, welcome back to Pure Backgammon. We've got another unboxing video for you today. And before we get too into that, please do the usual social media stuff, like, subscribe, comment below, follow us here on YouTube, and as always, follow us over on Instagram at Pure Backgammon. We've got a pretty straightforward unboxing for you today. I mean, I think the real story here, as you can probably hear in my voice, is I'm kind of getting over something. Maybe I'm kind of getting under something. I don't know, but I'm a little, I'm not well physically, but the wheels of backgammon collecting and backgammon unboxing turn, with or without me, and I want to be along for that ride. So I'm plowing through this, light illness to bring you an unboxing video, and also this is a nighttime unboxing, which used to be a source of kind of stress or almost embarrassment for me, but I got a nice little ring light for the holidays, and I'm pretty pumped about that. So I still have to be concerned with human cohabitants sleeping in other rooms and that sort of thing, but at least the lighting for these nighttime unboxings looks more like, a semi-polished, sort of entertainment presentation, and not like a single light bulb dangling, interrogation room scene from like a Charles Bronson movie in the late 70s, So anyway, let's just get into this one. I'm going to go ahead and spoil something for you here. This is a Skor-Mor backgammon set. Now, I used to, and Skor-Mor was one of these, one of these brands that made backgammon, in the 70s during the big boom, the 70s, 80s boom, and they were perfectly serviceable boards, but the very akin to like a hit board, what's another one from that era? I don't know, just like fairly generic boards that are, well made, they look fine, but that brand cachet never really carried anything for me until I unboxed kind of a shocker of a pull a couple boards ago. It was a Skor-Mor, a big one, a 19 by 24 inch. And I kind of was like, yo, like Skor-Mor makes some pretty good boards if they're in good shape. And like with all boards, if the colors are good and all my little personal foibles are satisfied, So I opened up that one, liked it, kind of developed this tiny little minor obsession with Skor-Mor, and now here I am opening up another Skor-Mor. It's spelled Skor-Mor. So that's what this one is, and I will also say this. I was told one thing on the listing in terms of size, and I'm a little suspicious that one thing I was told on the listing in terms of size was the wrong thing. But there's only one way to find out, so let's get into it. Of course, we're always mindful about those openings. Here we go. Brown paper. Okay. This looks good. So far, so good. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at the leather. I mean, I don't know. Is it real leather? Probably not. Great latches. Great handle. Here's the real question. The size. 16 by 10. It is not the size I expected. Might have to log a complaint, but let's keep going here. And the other thing, what the other Skor-Mor had that this has as well are these. What are these things called? They're not hasps. Hasps are something that have to do with latches. I'm sure there's a term for this. What even is this art form called? I mean, it's not cobbling. These aren't shoes. It's got to be leather work, right? What is leather work called? What is that artisanal discipline called? Anyway, I love these things, and the exterior is fantastic. The size is not what I was told. It's not what I was expecting. It's not what I was told. Also, nice little touch. I'm seeing this sort of blends right into what the shirt I'm wearing, so that's interesting. It's the first time it's ever happened on one of these videos before. All right, let's bust this thing open. Oh, okay. Yeah. Brand new Skor-Mor brochure. Oh, look, they even have a section back there for you to jot down some notes. That's nice. That's a nice little touch. This is great. Yeah, I recently saw another brochure from an Abercrombie and Fitch set from 1930. That was a piece of sort of backgammon curio. That was very interesting, but great looking little brochure here. Oh yeah, nice little, nice little black doubler, or I think it's navy. Little silica packet. Okay, fine. You can see the coloring here is sort of navy and maroon with that mustard inlay. Like that. Great dice. I mean, dude, it's just not as big as I thought it was. It's not as big as I was told it was. Great looking pieces, but these are inch and an eighth pieces. Yeah, it's a decent set. What is this? Is this blue or black? I think it's black. I think they're black. Maroon and black. Yeah, that's an okay color scheme, I guess. But let's lay this out here and do a little ply, a little 3-ply game, as we like to do here on Pure Backgammon. Yeah, the interior is really nice. And the other great thing about Skor-Mor is that they sew down the tips of the points, so the movement across the board with the pieces it's like an ice rink right after the Zamboni goes out there. I mean, you really couldn't get better. So I'm sort of harping on the size of this thing. I'm already kind of writing the complaint in the review of the product that I'm going to leave on the website where I bought it from, because I was misled. I was openly lied to about the dimensions of this set. I wouldn't have paid what I paid for it. I wouldn't have wanted it in the first place if I knew it was going to be a mid-size. Respect to all the mid-size backgammon sets out there and those who collect them. That was me in 2024. Now it's 2026. I've grown. I've changed. And this size board is not for me anymore. But we are unboxing the board, not unboxing dishonesty on the internet. If anybody wants to tackle that societal problem, good luck. I'm not going to be around for your results. We might have 16 pieces of each color, which would be a nice little advantage. It's true. Okay, so an extra piece of each color. That's nice. These cups are fantastic. There's a lot to love about this set. I mean, at the end of the day, I could rehome it. I could sell it to somebody. But it is not what I paid for. It is not what I wanted. It's not what I expected. Great cups though. Trip-lip, beautiful. I mean, is this real leather? God, soft, supple. Once again, one of these Skor-Mor boards that I think no one has ever frickin' played on. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think anybody has ever played on this set. It is so clean. Let's refocus here and really enjoy the grandeur of this set, because it's very grand. The exterior, the corners, beautiful exterior. We saw the exterior. Great handle, perfect latches, nice, smooth, sleek exterior. Really good looking board. I mean, it's a really good looking board. Yeah, it's mid-size. It's 20 by 16 or whatever. I was expecting 23 by 18. I was told 23 by 18. I've said that enough times that you understand. Let's move on. Great doubler. Is this, it's black. It's black. I can't tell if it's very dark navy or if it's black. You can maybe tell better than me. Let's see if that ring light can shed any light on the matter. Looks to be black. Okay, let's do a little ply here, a little 3-ply action. Get everybody back where they belong. Also, what's going on here? Okay. What is going on here? Is it not? Oh, it's not laying perfectly flat. It's not laying perfectly flat. Okay. 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 Let's calm down. Let's do what you're supposed to do with backgammon sets and actually play on the thing. Opening roll. Ooh, it would have been double ones had those dice not been canted. So it's either way, you got to re-roll. It's double ones again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's try the other dice then. Let's see how they roll. Let's try the other side of the board. That's 5-4. That counts. 5-4 for brown. That's a tough opener. I'm going to come down, add one to the 8 point, and then, all right, I'll move to the 20 point. Let's see how black answers that. First roll for black here. Good dice action. 6-3. You got any hits? You got no hits? No hits. 6 out to the bar point over there. I think 3's got to chase him. Yeah, that's the move. Okay, how does brown answer to that? Brown's got one piece mobilized off the back. 6-1. Oh, gosh. All day, every day, hit and cover. Okay, so brown's cooking with gas. Might have to think about reaching for that doubler, but what does black do here on the bar? 4-2. Dang, that's not terrible. All right, so you make that what would be the 21 point for black with your 4. And then with your 2, I think you got to come down off the 13. I usually love slotting 11, but not when brown can hit with 6s. And you know what? Just to get it involved, let's show off this doubler one last time. Nice little black doubler. Brown's going to turn it. Black's going to take. Too early in the game to turn down the double, right? So now we're playing for 2. And brown's last roll is canted dice again. See, that's why you got to have a bigger board. That's why these mid-sized boards, it's just not enough space. I understand the size of any backgammon set. The small ones, those are great for like airplanes or like taking them to the beach, you know. These mid-sized boards are good under some circumstances, but if you're going to be sitting at a table like I am with somebody, you know, really, I mean, look at this. Like when I need it, when I want it, this is what I'm doing with my dice, you know. I need wingspan. I need space. And how many times have we had canted dice? It's twice, I think, we've had canted dice on this mid-size. And the opening rollout, one of them landed on top of the pieces, which is tournament legal, but still, it's just an illustration that this board does not have enough space. And I was lied to about the dimensions. I mean, that's going to eat me alive for a couple of years probably. Anyway, here's brown, third roll. 6-5. 6-5. This is interesting. You got a chance to hit. I mean, I think you gotta hit. Rather than go lover's leap, you gotta hit because that's a huge jump in the race. That was your 6. And then your 5 gets down there. Yeah, you put a guy in danger, but now you're playing full-on blitz, and why not? So black's got a chance to return shot here. Anything plus a 5 would hit. What do they got? 6-4. Okay, so they're in on the 4, which is nice. Man, that's tough. That's tough. I think as bad of a look as it is, you got to slot that bar point and try to build up a prime or something. And now I just can't wait. Now I just got to do one more roll. One more roll per brown. If it's a 6, it's over. It's a 4-1. And they're still cooking with gas. Oh, great conundrum here, though. Do you make the 5 point or do you make the 9 point? Yeah, I think I make the 9 and bring my piece from back there over out. Okay, not bad. Then what does black do? Last roll for real. Last roll. 6-5. Oh, they got a shot. They got a shot and cover. Okay. So we got a game here. We got a game. Maroon or brown is on the bar. 2 point home board they're rolling back onto. However, they got a nice little 4 prime over here with a little bit of ammo to work with, and they've already sent a piece back for black. So black is still kind of playing from behind. Okay, let's assess this board. Let's take the dimensions out of it. Although, how am I going to handle this? I mean, I've got a leg to stand on. I mean, I have to complain. I have to say, I think I have to ask for a partial refund or like a rebate or something. I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't, okay, let's settle down and look at this board. Okay, now, that's a little bit of a problem. That's a little bit of a problem. The craftsmanship, the construction of this board, that's a little bit of a problem. The fact that it's not quite, flat. The pieces are in fantastic shape. Every piece. And really, I mean, black and brown, those two colors are kind of too close, in my opinion. I've got an Aries of Beverly Hills set that I quite like, but I don't play it at night because the pieces are navy and brown. So I do wish there was a different sort of contrast color here. However, the overall color scheme is awesome, particularly the infield. This felt, whatever you want to call this, kind of a mustard or a rust. This is really cool. The points are great. I mean, this board is clean. Considering this board is probably 50 years old, I mean, I am shocked at how clean it is. All the points are sewn down very nice. The pieces look great. They're in great shape. The dice look great. The doubler looks really good. These are all good keepers, great accessories. This thing, original brochure, that's great. And these cups are really top tier. I mean, these cups are really, really nice. These are really, really nice cups. I mean, they really feel, I mean, they almost feel like pillows. Like, I almost feel like I could, really slip into some deep REM on these cups. So these are great. Overall, and then there's one extra piece of each color, which is always a nice touch. So overall, I mean, you can't be upset at this board in general. I mean, this is really sort of a little nitpicky thing. Because of that, excuse me, because of that, and because the black and brown, could get confusing if you're in low light. If you're playing a game not illuminated by this 30,000 lumen ring light that I got for the holidays, I could see myself getting a little, confused or befuddled about whose pieces are whose and that sort of thing. The dark on dark, the two dark pieces, the two dark colors, not ideal. So I got to give the overall interior of the board a 9, which is saying quite a bit. For having sort of an iffy color scheme and this little wonkiness, to still give this a 9 is just a testament as to how good the set really is. The craftsmanship is really top tier, like I said, with the sewing, and then this particular set is just so clean. I really would not be surprised if this was never played, so it's a good set, man. It's a good set. I do want to show you guys the outside one last time because that looked really good. I mean, overall, this is a good pull. I've spoken at length about some emotional issues I have around this set and the dishonesty that sort of attends it. But I don't need to go into that detail again. I mean, everything about this is pretty damn good, including the very secure latches, great handle, great fixtures, really gorgeous outside. The sort of very lush maroon, sort of it's brown, no doubt. It's a brown backgammon set, but it's sort of rich, with a touch of red. It's cardinal, really. It's sort of the Stanford cardinal color, so to speak. So, oh yeah, I was told that there was a sticker marking on it or something. Oh, okay, you can barely see that. That doesn't matter. So yeah, that's it. That's a Skor-Mor. So aside from the fib that the seller told me, this sort of backs up my theory that Skor-Mor, if they have these corner clasps, these really are a better set than your average backgammon set. This is my second Skor-Mor that I've opened up with fully intending to flip and rehome, and now, size notwithstanding, it's sort of just too nice of a board to let go. I might be forced to keep this one, so I do like it. Really good board. Excuse me. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for joining me on this nighttime properly lit unboxing. This has been Pure Backgammon. There will be more forthcoming, so do check in. As always, do follow us on Instagram at Pure Backgammon. And until next time, it is your role.